This is one of the greatest films of all time, and the story behind it is one of the greatest representations of art imitating life. Martin Scorsese was born in 1942 in Queens. His neighborhood was filled with mob influence, and this area would later become the center of much of his work. Scorsese would regularly witness beatings, muggings, and organized crime out in the open. His family, however, was intensely Catholic, and he even considered becoming a priest at one point. Getting into the industry, he first began working on multiple projects as an editor, one of which was Roger Corman's Boxcar Bertha. Scorsese's friend later saw the project and bluntly told him, "You just spent a year of your life making a piece of shit. Don't do it again." Scorsese took this harsh critique to heart and started to make projects that were deeply personal to him. By 1974, however, things were not going well for him. His marriage had failed and he was addicted to cocaine. He was also constantly working and was even hospitalized for a short period for exhaustion and depression. He hated living in LA and felt disconnected from his home, New York City. In 1972, writer Paul Schrader wrote Taxi Driver. Paul, similar to Scorsese, was also broken. He was also recently divorced, depressed, and heavily drinking. And he was living in his car. This life experience became Taxi Driver. When Scorsese read the script, he later said, "I realized that was me, that I was the person in the character of Travis Bickle." When De Niro read the script, he became obsessed with playing Travis. He ended up getting a hack license and drove a New York taxi for weeks. And his passengers had no idea that they were being driven by what would become one of the greatest actors of all time. Jodie Foster was only 12 years old when she was cast as a child prostitute. This required California welfare workers to be present on set. Filming began in 1975 in New York City during what would be the city's darkest period. New York City was almost bankrupt and crime was rampant. Some of the crew were even mugged, and Scorsese was running on nothing except cocaine, alcohol, and cigarettes. This extended all the way into post-production and editing, and he later said that he wasn't sure if he would survive the ordeal. When it finally came out, however, Taxi Driver won 4 Oscars. And more importantly, it set the theme for 70s cinema. The character study of the anti-hero Travis Bickle also paved the way for countless imitators in the future.